Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon. Happy Monday to you guys. Today I'm bringing you your weekly forecast. So of course, just take what resonates and get rid of anything that doesn't. These beautiful Orgonites that you guys see in front of you are all created by Michele from Wingham Bell. I will put her information down below. And we've got three of my decks. We've got Depths of the Sea Oracle, the Divine Feminine Healing, as well as the Earth and Sky Oracle. All of my decks now can be found under one link, printerstudio.com. So I will go ahead and list that down below. Right now I'm out of stock of pretty much all of my decks. And so until further notice, everything is just going to be available from that one link. So this other deck that I'm using is called the Mermaid Tarot. So anyways, you guys, let's get started, okay? We're just going to see what Spirit wants us to know for the week, okay? I will ask specific questions for those of you that want to know about specific areas, but we're just going to do an opening message, okay? So what is the opening message from Spirit this morning, this Monday? We have the octopus, multiple choices. Wow. Do some of you guys feel like you're being pulled in so many different directions already? You know, it's like we make our resolutions for the end of the year going into the new year, and then immediately into or out of the gate, you just feel like you're already being pulled in multiple, just different areas, or making just decisions. That's kind of how I'm feeling already. It's like, wow, fresh, clean slate brings more opportunities for things to think about and things to change. So yeah, we have the Two of Wands. I love this because what is the Two of Wands? The Two of Wands is multiple choices, really. It's about needing to make some sort of choice. So as we can see, this guy, he's looking at this volcano and it's smoking. It could erupt, I guess, at any time. So it's like, do I keep going towards that volcano? Do I head in a different direction? What is it that I do? So I feel like maybe this week, some of us are going to be presented with some choices that there's a couple of different things that we can do. It's not necessarily about the wrong decision or the right decision. It's just about a decision that you make that takes you in a certain direction. Whatever decision that is, you're meant to experience whatever that is. And I've found that many times in my life where it's like, wow, if I hadn't have made that decision, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. And even though I had to go through a lot of hell to get to this particular point, it was all for something. There was a greater good in it for me in the long haul. So anyways, I feel like some of us are coming to this realization that a lot of these choices, either that we need to make or a lot of choices that we have made, you know, we're kind of sitting here with like that same dilemma. Do I continue to make the same choice, or do I make a different choice to get a different result? I feel like that is presenting itself this week. Hope that makes sense. So let's go ahead and get another. Oh, we have Universe. I love this. So it says, I trust in the laws of karma to balance out any scales of injustices. And that's very true. I mean, this is just trusting in the universe, your divine creator, God, however you guys connect. And this is just trusting that everything is being worked out for, you know, for your highest good. And that's the way that I always look at it. So let's get a tarot with this. Yep, Five of Swords. Five of Swords is a very difficult card, okay? It's a very unpleasant card. It indicates things that are not fair. People that may have done something to you, or maybe you did something to someone else and it was unfair. Well, guess what? Things are going to get balanced out. And that's happened to me many times where I've done certain things to people. And as a matter of fact, I actually just woke up this morning. I don't want to be too specific on what that is because for privacy reasons, but there was a judgment that I made, and it's so funny. It's so funny. I just thought about it this morning when I woke up. Isn't that odd? So it's not odd that it's coming up here though. Anyways, my point is I made a judgment. I assumed that someone was doing something to me, okay? This was back in 2000 and I believe it was 19. I just assumed. I assumed that this person was making a judgment against me. I assumed that I knew exactly where they were coming from, where their heart was. I was the end all be all. I had all the answers. And so I technically severely cut this person out of my life and was just convinced that that was the right thing to do because this person just was thinking all these terrible, horrible things about me and deeming me to be some sort of problem in their life. Well, some of those things could be true, but all of those things were stories in my own head, okay? All of those stories were in my own head. Now, the point of this is that it came back full circle in a judgment that was placed against me. And there was nothing that I could say or do to reason with this person to get them to see anything that I was doing as far as my intentions or whatever was not to hurt them at all. They weren't having it. They've never spoken to me again. And there's nothing that I can do to change that person's mind. So how it was revealed to me is that wherever you're at emotionally and wherever you have issues in your life, you're going to tend to project those onto other people. And you're only really going to understand other people's points of view when you go through something similar yourself. So do you see, the karma for me is always the universe, God, whatever you want to call that, balancing things out for you so you can see, so you can get that wisdom that is presented to you in all of these experiences with other people. And so it helped me to go, I don't have to be so angry at this person. You want to know why? Because I did the same thing. And maybe that person that I did it to is angry with me and hates me. Or maybe they have just decided to see things from my point of view. You know what I mean? Because maybe they've gone through something. So my point is that the universe is a beautiful thing. God works in mysterious ways. And it's always for our highest good. It's happening for us, not against us, these experiences. Anyways, so that is my little tidbit of my own information for today. So let's go ahead and continue. We have fire, all right? That element of fire. It says courageous and bold, physical strength, warm feelings, chemistry, and attraction. Yes, I really feel like we are meant to experience fire in our lives. We're meant to experience attraction, passion. We're meant to experience this. This is a part of life, but it's not your entire life. So something that I'm realizing is that the fire will burn you too. It's like anything out of balance is going to become problematic. So when we become consumed with these fiery things, we become consumed with rage, passion, it can eat you up. It can eat at your soul, or it can literally mislead you down, further paths of things that maybe aren't the best for you. It feels good at the time, but too much of any good thing usually ends up being a negative. So I just feel like there is some kind of fire that we have touched, that we have been burned. At first we were attracted to it, but guess what? Maybe we are attracted to it because of something that we needed to heal within ourselves. And so we are realizing something about that this week. We're realizing that not everything that is beautiful and that is attractive and that we are magnetically pulled towards is what we think. Sometimes we are enticed by things to remind us, and as I'm saying this, I'm looking at this snake, this chakra snake Orgonite that Michele creates, kind of like, that snake that is beckoning you, tempting you to go down a certain path that is probably not going to lead you to the best result. Some of us will go down it anyways. Others of us have gone down that path too many times. We've been burned too many times by this fire, and we are deciding to make a different choice now. So growth has occurred is the point. Growth has occurred, no matter how difficult, no matter how many times you've had to learn a specific lesson. Growth has occurred, you guys. It is amazing. I love this. All right, so let's go ahead and get a card to go with this one. 10 of Cups. I love this because what it's doing, again, it's all happening for you. It's all happening to lead you back to home, where you belong in this world, back to your family, back to your ultimate happiness, your ultimate joy, whatever that looks like for you guys. I know what this looks like for me, but it may look different for you guys. So ultimately, these hardships, these challenges, these amazing things. Because when I look back and I think about all the terrible things that I've had to experience, I cannot discount all of the amazing things that I've experienced as well. So a lot of that pain was worth it, because, you cannot experience extreme low unless you experience extreme high. And sometimes in order to know that high, it comes with the price of the low. And I think that is just a part of the human experience. It's living life to its fullest, but then also suffering at its greatest depths as well. And then trying to find your way along the way, find your center back to that 10 of Cups, whatever that means to you. I'm currently going through a spiritual transformation, so I know exactly what that means for me. And I'm still on this kind of discovery of myself and this spiritual journey, and not quite ready to share it completely. And it doesn't have to be perfect before I share it, but I'm just not there just yet. But it is a work in progress, and it's an exciting new journey for me. And I'm really excited to maybe share it with you guys one day. Anyway, so let's go ahead and ask specific questions, okay? Let's ask specific questions. What are the energies in relation to our spiritual journey, our spiritual ascension, our purpose and our mission while we are here this week? Okay, because we're breaking it down in a week. We're not breaking it down our entire life, okay? Because that can shift and change. I can attest to that. My journey and my purpose and mission in 2017 is not my same mission today. Oh, wow. Hard work. Woo. Spirit's kind of kicking our ass right out of the gate. Okay. So it's back to the basics is what I'm getting here, you guys. What you want, what you came here to do, it's not going to be easy. Life is not easy. I want to get back into shape. Has nothing to do with me wanting to fit into my jeans again. It has everything to do with my health. It has everything to do with the fact that I want to live a longer, happier life. But that's going to take some hard work on my part. And do you think that when I woke up this morning, I didn't have that intention of going into my workout room and busting out a workout? Did I do it? I didn't. It's going to take a lot more than just a thought for me. It's going to take maybe carving out something in my life that I enjoy doing in the morning and just cutting it out, sacrificing, and working hard instead towards that particular goal, making that time. So I feel the same thing goes spiritually. If you guys are wanting to do some deeper soul searching, spiritual transformation, it is going to require some dedication on your part. It's going to require you to carve out time specifically to make to this. And if that means, reading something specific every single day, or, meditating or praying, or maybe even going to some sort of like a community type of place, of worship or whatever that is for you, that is going to require a sacrifice on your part to make the time. So no one said it was going to be easy, is what I'm getting from Spirit. Spirit didn't say it's going to be easy just because you walk in this path. It's going to be tough. It's going to be hard. Sometimes we think that if we give something up, right? Let's just say alcoholism or drugs, for instance. And the only reason that I say this is because I know people that are currently in a program like this. And I remember I was there for their 60-day sobriety chip. And I just remember having a conversation with this person. And it was like, there was like this expectation that there would be this gift at the end, that there would just be this, the world just opened up and everything would be wonderful and amazing and life would be good again because they stopped drinking or they stopped doing drugs. That wasn't the case. Do you want to know what the gift was? You know what the blessing was? Sobriety. And if you're not working a program, and if you're not, right on your spiritual path, connected to your divine creator and why you're here and just all that stuff, and you're feeling lost, that sobriety is not going to be enough. It's almost like you can't do it alone. You can't walk this life alone. And I'm not talking about codependency on another person. I'm talking about your relationship with spirit. So there's just, no one said it was going to be easy. No one said it was going to be easy. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, I love this, okay? Wheel of Fortune. You go up, you go down. Your luck is up, your luck is down. You're happy, then you're not, okay? It's gonna take some hard work to find that balance so that way you can find some sort of peace and solace in this life. Life is hard, it is. And you know, a lot of the positive thinking, law of attraction, you know, love and life, just thinking of positive things all the time. I'm not here to discredit that type of thinking, but that does not work for everyone. And so I'm speaking to those of you that does not work for, that you've found, such as myself, that does not work. There's something else that you need in your life in order to sustain you, in order for you to survive and make it through this life. So that you know, the heck is that thing called? It's not an oar. I guess it's like a steering wheel. I know there's a specific name for it though. It's like the steering wheel, the direction of your life, you know? And also I'm getting the message too that it actually doesn't have to be so hard. You don't have to suffer so much. It's about letting spirit take over in a way, not completely, because it's going to take that co-creation. It's going to take hard work on your part as well. Can't just give it all to God and say, okay, I don't have to do anything. We're fooling ourselves if that's what we think too. But there's like a meeting halfway and doing the work together. It's letting spirit take over that wheel of your life, taking over that wheel of your decisions, just inviting that energy into your life and allowing spirit to help you, to heal you, etc. So that's very deep and very, very spiritual, but that is what the message is, you guys. I hope that resonates here. Of course, we did just get the karma energy with the universe, and the Wheel of Fortune can sometimes feel karmic, right? These lessons, what comes around goes around, that wheel coming full circle. It's just like that stuff that I was just talking about earlier about the realizations that I had in relation to the people that I've hurt and the people that have hurt me. It's realizing something through all of it. There's these lessons, this wisdom that comes with it. When we pull out of that victim mentality or that blame game, we can learn so much. We can understand human beings so much more. We can navigate this journey of life in a whole new way because we can see things from everybody's perspective, you know what I mean? So we don't feel so lost. And that can happen when we allow that, you know, our spirit to come in and to assist us and help us and to realize that we're not alone. That's beautiful. So anyways, that is the message when it comes to our spiritual purpose and our mission. This is about allowing spirit to come into your life and to help you navigate this journey. You're not alone. You know, I hear it a lot in my comments. I feel abandoned. I feel cursed. That is just our belief system when we are feeling lost and we are feeling like we've done everything. Believe me. Take it from somebody that, I mean, I haven't gone through exactly what some of my viewers are going through, but if I shared some of the things, which maybe I will one day, you would say, man, Mystic Moon has really gone through some shit that I would have never really guessed that's something that she would have been involved in or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, until you reach the bottom of the barrel. And I've reached the bottom many, many times, and I felt abandoned by God. I felt abandoned and alone, that I don't have any faith, nothing exists. But it is amazing. I have never been abandoned. I've abandoned myself, but I've never been abandoned. And so it's just, I truly, truly have faith for those of you that feel lost, that you will find your way again, that the presence will be made known in your life, that you will realize that you're not alone. And so I can say this all day long. I remember there were certain things that were said to me my entire life and where I was just like, I'm not ready to hear that or even understand it or fathom it. But I feel like some of you guys are on this new journey and you're seeing things differently and you're ready to hear certain things. So that is what we have for our spiritual purpose and our mission and our work. It is to dedicate ourselves to our spiritual work, to our purpose, to our mission, to ourselves, to our connection with our creator, etc. All of those things are very important, and it will take strong dedication on your part in order to make that happen, like it does any goal. It's not going to just be given to you. You will have, it's not that it needs to be earned either, but you are going to have to make some sacrifices. You are going to have to show up for yourself, but you're also going to have to show up for your creator, and you're going to have to make a decision to live a life differently than you lived before in order for you to start feeling that peace and feeling that guidance and feeling that restoration in your life. So, wow, okay, I'm going off on a tangent on that one. Now we're going to go into our connection with other people, okay? This could be romantic, yes. This could be friends, family members, coworkers, but this is our environment with other people. We're going to get a message about other people on this journey right now for this week. We have Chameleon. Interesting. The message that I am receiving has something to do with us being a chameleon. You're one way with another person and you're a different way with another person. This is a survival tactic. This might be something that you've learned to do throughout your life, okay? But there's something about needing to be your authentic self. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, because I like to keep it real. Right now, I'm a little bit of a chameleon. I'm trying to appease a lot of different people. It's not coming from a place of deceiving people, like I'm lying about who I truly am. I'm trying to figure out a nice, calm approach to the changes that I'm going through. And I don't want it to be so abrupt to where people just completely, and it's not about me needing to keep anybody, but it's about trying to lead by example. There's two types of people, managers and leaders. I've always seen myself more as a leader, even though I am a good manager and I can give a good ass kicking to, the employees that I had to manage and fire and, train and all that other stuff. I mean, it's something that I am good at. And sometimes that manager in me does come out. Like I'm talking to you, not with you. But I do try to be mindful and talk with you guys. And so I feel like I'm a little bit of a chameleon right now in my environment, okay? But I'm trying to adapt to these changes at the same time. So you can see some of the stuff that I came up with when this deck was created. Absorbs environmental energy. So that right there is, we absorb what our environment is. The people that are in our environment, we're taking into consideration where our environment is, where our people are. We have an empathic nature, so we see things from other people's points of view, okay? But also we want to blend in easily and maybe even be a little bit incognito and camouflage. So it's not necessarily being false, but it's about blending in and trying to do things very subtly, all right? So some of us, again, that could be a negative, as in we need to be more just ourselves and authentic and just say, here I am. But some of us don't feel comfortable with that. So now we have the Page of Pentacles. I love this because the Page of Pentacles is someone who's still learning. I see myself as somebody who's a student right now. And sometimes I've seen this with other people. They come into this new concept, and then all of a sudden they're masters and they're teachers and they're spreading the word and they're telling everybody else what they should and shouldn't be doing. That's not my style. So to me, I'd rather go through these changes together rather than preach to you guys and tell you guys what you should or shouldn't be doing. I'm going to take this back to my reading that I did at the very end of the year. I think it was on New Year's Eve. It was the Twin Flame Farewell. I think that most of my viewers and the people that watched it got it. I think that some people might have either misunderstood a thing or two. I really didn't get a lot of negative at all, which was very surprising to me, which was kind of a nice change for a change. But some people misunderstood, I think, what I was saying. I'm definitely not a person that's coming on to like this new journey now that I'm taking away a lot of the, the twin flame readings that I'm doing or even offering, or the twin flame concepts. That might be something that works for other people, and it might be a beautiful and amazing experience and very divine for people that, have encountered it. Not everybody that encounters everything is horrible. I mean, there's a lot of people that encounter religion and say it's the most awful, horrible thing ever. And there's people that are very religious that say New Age and all this other stuff is demonic and horrible and this and that. That's just everybody judging everybody else. So I'm not here judging the twin flame journey and saying that all encounters with twin flames are narcissist, even though that philosophy is out there. It absolutely is out there. There are a lot of people that say that twin flames, aren't true, that it's demonic, and that, it's just nothing but narcissism and empaths coming together. That very well could be true, but I am not here to say one way or the other. I am here to just put content out for people that have found themselves on a journey that wasn't what they thought, or that has brought them to where they're at today, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, right? Sometimes the universe and God works in mysterious ways to get our attention. And I just feel that sometimes that can be used as a tool, which I feel it's been used for me in order to bring me where I'm at today, which is planting new seeds. That Page of Pentacles. Look at this. This page is a student. I actually had that on my Instagram bio for a while until the scammers came back and are copying my account. So I had to change my bio again. But I'm a student of life. I put that in my bio. I'm a student of life, I don't have anything mastered, nor will I ever. I am just a student of life. And so as I'm learning, I'm just conveying what I'm learning with you guys by talking about my own experiences. And again, you guys are either going to resonate with it or fall away. It's fine either way. This content is just to help you guys and to hopefully inspire some sort of positive change in you guys, especially if you have attached a lot of your needs and desires to outside things, which mostly can be people, but can also be material things such as money. I always thought I was so humble. I was not above being under the influence of money, you guys, and success and fame and recognition, my God. So I had to go through certain things in order to get to where I'm at today. And I know I probably sound like a broken record, but I'm very passionate about what I've learned about myself through everything I've gone through. So Page of Pentacles is about planting new seeds, you guys. So while we're making these changes, while we're adapting to these new changes, we're learning things, we're planting new seeds, we're seeing things in a whole new light. So how are we relating this to other people? We're planting new seeds anyways, despite how anyone else is acting, no matter how anybody else is responding to these changes. I did post something that was a little smart ass the other day, which was, I just love backhanded compliments because I am getting those. And it is very irritating to me because it's like, I love you, Mystic Moon, and you're amazing. And I love these new changes that you're making, but I really wish that you would go back to doing things the old way. And for me, I do take that as a backhanded compliment because I've already described to you guys how much happier and how I feel really guided to bring these positive changes, or at least that's how I'm seeing this, positive, empowering changes to the collective by not focusing on another person. But other people are resistant to that. And so that's where the backhanded compliment, and I don't even know that these people realize that they're doing it. But what I did say is that's like saying to your alcoholic friend who's said, I'm off drinking cold turkey. It's destroying my life. And I have, made a conviction that I am no longer drinking. And then that friend of yours says, we're really going to miss you at the bar this New Year's Eve. You were always so much fun, the life of the party. I don't think that people realize what they're saying. I have already proclaimed that I feel good about these changes. And even though these changes are tough, that's where I stand. And so again, if people don't really resonate with these new changes, just fall away. There's no reason to let me know that you miss the old ways. There are so many other people out there that are still doing that type of content, which it's not saying anything negative about them whatsoever. I just feel guided to create a community that's based on empowering people and pulling away from the concept of idolizing another person, or only focusing on that person for our healing. This is about us focusing on ourselves and connecting with our divine creator for that healing, not another person. So I feel like a lot of these changes are happening right now for us, and we're trying to figure out who we are in this world, planting new seeds, kind of putting our feet on the ground in a whole new way than we ever were before, and just kind of getting ready for the curriculum that is before us today. So that's what's happening right now with other people. A lot of this reading is about myself, but guess what? This is how Spirit is bringing a lot of this information through my readings, is through my own experiences, because it may resonate for you guys out there. So now we're going to go ahead and get our last message, which has to do with survival, money. This is going to speak to me as well, you guys, because there's a lot of changes that I'm making that are affecting my actual, finances. And it's putting stresses in my life that I did not have for the last, about 4 years. So this is very new and it's very scary. And of course, sometimes when you're in financial stress, it can create all kinds of new problems. So we're going to tap into our finances and career. Okay, a message from Spirit about this. Behavior. I will not engage in behaviors that don't align with my values and belief systems. When I do this, no one benefits. You guys, I'm telling you, if I wanted to correct all of my money issues today, you want to know what I would do? I would start putting back readings on the internet, what he's thinking about you, what he wants you to know. I would start offering twin flame readings again in my shop. That would solve a lot of my financial problems. I would get readings again up the yin yang. I would have all kinds of sales of decks and views on YouTube and making money on my ads again. But guess what? It doesn't align with me and my values anymore. So when we do things that go against our values and our belief system, no one benefits. So even if it was a temporary, you're not going to feel good about what you do. The money isn't going to change anything. The money isn't really going to do much for you. It might be a temporary fix, but that's all that it is. You're going to end up right back to that spot you always were, unhappy and miserable and not feeling good about what you do. So if you guys are in a dead-end job, or you guys are just doing something to survive, to make ends meet, you are being asked to re-examine your behavior. You're being asked to re-examine why you're continuing to do something that does not uplift you, that does not align with your values and your belief system. Very interesting stuff here. Oh, Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is fantasy. Oh, baby, it's dreams. It's confusion. It's procrastination. It's all of the above, multiple choices. And that's funny because we got multiple choices at the very beginning of the reading. There's a lot of choices in front of you. There absolutely is. You could do this, you could do that, you could do this, you could do that. Absolutely. But what choice is going to bring you happiness? What choice is going to bring you wholeness? What choice is going to bring you peace? So some of us are at this crossroads this week, even as we enter into the new year. What is going to align with me? What is going to feel right to me? Okay? So that's where I'm at. That's where you guys might be in a certain way. I don't know if this reading provided any kind of answers for you guys, but just know that if you guys are struggling, you're definitely not alone. This is a journey, not necessarily a destination. All right? We're all struggling in different ways, but I feel like our agenda and our ultimate goal is the same, which is happiness and peace and all of the above. We're actually going to get one last set of messages from Spirit, just not focusing on anything specific, okay? What is Spirit's closing message to us? What does Spirit want us to know? What is the closing message? Oh, I love it. Transparency. And you know what, you guys, at the very beginning of this reading, I was already starting to feel like, you know what, maybe I should delete it and start new and just go with a new message, because being transparent makes me feel very vulnerable. I've been judged so much about being transparent, sharing too much, or saying certain things. But you know what? That's just who I am. It's who I always have been. And I've been condemned so much for it that I've, in a way, kind of shied away from my true self. But me, this is transparency at its just basically finest or worst, whatever you want to call it. And I feel that people resonate more with transparency than they do somebody who's trying to be controlled, which I'm going to tell you right now, I've been controlling the way that I've presented myself on the internet for quite some time because I have been afraid of what I really think would go against the status quo and it would affect things for me. So, you know, it's a battle that we all fight, I think, in life in so many different ways. We have wishes. This is beautiful. This says, I trust what is meant for me will show up at the right moments in life. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. So again, as long as you're being authentic to yourself and just completely transparent, and especially, you know, if you're asking for guidance, you know, whatever is meant for you is absolutely going to show up for you at the right moment. Okay. Sometimes when we pray for things, we don't get that one thing that we're praying for, that particular outcome. It's not for your highest good. That's why. Okay. It's not God's will. It's not the universe's will. It's not for your highest good. And sometimes that's a hard pill to swallow. There's many times in my life that I've wanted specific things, but it hasn't happened for a reason. So I do have to trust in the laws of the universe that whatever is meant for me next will show up at the right moment, even if it's not apparent right now. So you know what I'm going to continue to do? I'm going to continue to learn while I'm trying to figure it out. I'm going to continue to pay attention. I'm going to continue to grow in my spirituality, okay, my relationship with my divine creator. So that is what I am prepared to do. What about you guys? Cat and mouse. Playing hard to get, foreplay and teasing, pursuing and chasing, drawing something out. You know, it's so funny. I'm telling you guys, it's all relating to what's going on this morning for me. I had this thought. It's the most brilliant plan ever. The secrets of the universe, the secrets of God, the secrets of the meaning of life, all of it. It is such a brilliant and amazing thing, you know? There's nothing like it. There's nothing like this journey to understanding who you are, why you came here, what the meaning of life is, you know, where the answers lie, etc. So it's like a cat and mouse game. So nobody said it was going to be easy, you guys. No one said it was just going to be love and light all the time. It's going to be hard work. Okay, that reef is built over a period of time. Okay, things take time. So be patient as you draw out the answers of life while you're pursuing or chasing this particular answer. It will come at the right time. It will make sense, but it's just about continuing to have that faith, okay? So we're gonna draw 3 last tarot cards and end the reading. So we have the Knight of Cups, beautiful. We have the Magician, love it. And we have the Lovers, wow. Okay. I'm loving this because first of all, we have the Knight of Cups. This person is holding this cup. We also have the Magician that has these tools, and one of them is the cup in front of him, okay? And we also have the Lovers, which is the reflection. We're looking into the mirror. So the answer lies within yourself. The answer lies within you. Something is being mirrored back to you in the form of life. So your experiences, everything that you want to know is all being reflected back to you from what you're seeing in the world, okay? The answers come from within yourself. The relationship that you have with yourself and with the universe. It's not really coming in the form of other people. They're reflections, but they're not the answer for you. So I really feel that a lot of us have been, maybe not everyone, but some people I feel have idolized another person. They've taken one person and put them up on a pedestal and said, this person is my reason for my existence. And it's just simply not true. So a lot of us are starting to see things in a whole new way. A lot of you are really, really wanting a divine love, but the only way that you're going to get connected to a divine love is to be on that divine vibration with your divine creator first. It's the only way it's going to happen. So there's something about learning this and understanding this more than ever this year. You, right there, have that divine connection with yourself and with the Creator in order to create the life that you want. You're co-creating together. It's not just about you, it's about your connection with your Creator. So there is this new understanding this year that we can't do it alone. We may have fallen into the traps that we can do it alone, but we cannot do it alone. And some people may disagree, and that is completely okay. That's just my understanding of things now. And the Knight of Cups is everything that you're looking for. Everything that you are pursuing is in that cup. Is that cup full? Is that cup full? Because if it's not, you're not going to find what you're looking for. The only way that you're going to find what you're looking for is to fill that cup up with divine love. And the only way that that divine love can be created is with your divine Creator. So that is the message, you guys. And that might be a little too preachy or maybe even a little too religious for some of you guys. Did not mean for it to come out that way. I just go with the flow. And that is what I'm seeing for this reading. So just take it if it resonated. If not, no worries, you guys. So thank you so much for watching. I hope it was helpful, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with a new reading. Take care. Bye-bye.